There's a moment sometime after 60 when the world around you begins to slow down. But inside, your heart may still beat with quiet questions. What now? Is this it? Am I still needed? Still wanted? Still seen? For many, retirement feels like stepping into a brand new chapter. But no one hands you the script. You spent decades working, raising children, managing a household, caring for others. And then suddenly, silence, space, solitude. Some embrace it with open arms, gardening, traveling, picking up long-forgotten hobbies. But for others, it brings an unexpected ache. The routines that once defined you are gone. The purpose that got you up each morning has shifted. Your body, your relationships, even the way you see yourself, begins to change. This video isn't about what you should be doing after 60. It's about what you might be feeling. And what no one really talks about, the emotional truth of life after retirement. Let's start here with the quiet, unspoken parts. That little sense of grief when you open the wardrobe and realize your work clothes may never be worn again. The awkward pause when a younger person calls you ma'am or sir with good intentions, but a hint of distance. The mirror that shows a version of yourself that feels both familiar and foreign. You're not alone in this. For women, menopause often arrives around this time, sometimes earlier, sometimes later. It's more than hot flashes or sleep troubles. It's a biological transition that can stir deep emotional waves of loss, of liberation, of confusion. Your libido might dip or fluctuate. You may not feel desirable in the same way you used to. But let me say this gently. Your worth, your sensuality, your capacity for love, none of it ends because your hormones shift. And men face their own silent battles, erectile dysfunction, fatigue, lower testosterone. These are not signs of failure. They're signs of a body evolving. Yet many men suffer in silence, too ashamed to speak, are too proud to seek help. But shame has no place in this season of life. The truth is, emotional intimacy often becomes even more powerful in our later years. When we let go of expectations and tune into tenderness. Let me share a story with you. James and Evelyn were both in their early 70s, married for over 45 years. Their children were grown, their house quiet. They loved each other deeply, but over the years they'd grown distant, not angry, just apart. After retirement, James found himself restless. Evelyn felt invisible. They went about their days in separate orbits, polite but hollow. Then one morning over tea, Evelyn said softly, "Do you ever miss us?" James looked up, surprised. "Every day," he whispered. That moment cracked something open. They started walking together again, holding hands like they used to. Talking not just about the news or the bills, but about their memories, their fears, their hopes. And slowly they began to rediscover each other. Intimacy returned, not like fireworks, but like candlelight, warm, steady, safe. That's the thing, connection in later life isn't about performance. It's about presence. You may feel vulnerable. Maybe your body doesn't move the way it once did. Maybe you've lost a spouse. Maybe you're alone, wondering if love or closeness is still possible. The answer is yes, always yes. But it begins with you. Loving this new version of yourself. Letting go of old definitions of beauty, of value, of strength. And embracing the quiet power of now. You don't need to be the person you once were. You're allowed to grow into someone softer, wiser, freer. If you're in a relationship, talk. Open the door to those gentle, honest conversations. I feel distant lately. I miss your touch. I'm afraid you don't see me anymore. These aren't signs of weakness. They're signs of courage. And if you're single, don't believe the myth that love has an expiration date. There are people out there, perhaps, someone watching this very video, who are quietly hoping to meet someone just like you. Someone kind, someone steady, someone real. You are not too old for joy, for laughter, for deep, soul-filling companionship. And if you're struggling, it's okay to ask for help. Counselors, support groups, even online communities, they exist for you. There's nothing wrong with seeking a gentle hand to hold your heart for a little while. Because healing isn't just for the young. Growth doesn't have an age limit. Now let's talk about self-image. We live in a world that worships youth. Wrinkles are erased, gray hair is dyed, anti-aging is marketed like a battle cry. But what if we chose to honor our age? What if each laugh line told a story? Each scar a triumph? Each silver strand a badge of survival? You are not broken, you are becoming. This is your time to feel beautiful on your own terms. Dance, even if your knees creak. Laugh, even if the world says you should be settling down. Wear the bright colors. Take the photo. Tell your story. There's so much life left in you. So much love. You've lived through decades of joy, pain, resilience. You've shaped families, held friends in hard times, made sacrifices that no one may ever fully understand. And now is your time to rediscover you, to reconnect with your heart, to nourish your spirit, to create intimacy that feels safe, tender, and true. There is no shame in your journey, only strength. And wherever you are on that journey, partnered, single, grieving, healing, rediscovering, know that you are deeply worthy of love, touch, kindness, and peace. This channel, The Age of Beauty, exists to remind you of that. We're here to tell the stories that others shy away from, to speak gently into the silence, to celebrate the truths of aging with honesty, grace, and joy. So if this message touched something in you, if you felt seen even for a moment, if your heart whispered, yes, this is what I've needed to hear, then stay with us. Like this video. Share it with someone who might be quietly carrying the same questions. And subscribe to The Age of Beauty, not just for content, but for community. You're not alone. You never were. And in this beautiful, evolving season of life, you are just beginning again. We'll be right here with you.